Hi guys, this is Animesh from India Leather Supply, and today I've got the leather belt strap cutter for you. We have got a lot of questions regarding how exactly this works and how to set it up. So today I'll try to tackle these questions. It comes in two parts. One is the handle and the other is the part that houses the blade. This part has a scale on top, starting from 0. The top is in centimeter, the bottom measurements are in inches. There is a knob here that will help to change the gap or set the gap for the strap that will pass in between these two parallel blocks. So now let's say this is the width of the strap that we need to cut out, and we need to set the leather belt strap cutter to cut exactly these widths of strap. So how to do it? So first, what I will do is take this piece and add to it some random paperboard, slightly, like around a millimeter thick maybe. So for example, if this piece is around 2.5 mm thick, this is around half mm, or yeah, this is 0.5 mm thick. So I'll put these two together, and this will ensure that the fit that I get in between these two blocks is neither too tight nor too loose. If it's too tight, it can scratch the leather. If it's too loose, and especially if you are cutting a soft leather, it might actually curl up between these two and jam the whole thing. So I will use this knob to loosen up the space between these two and then put this in right in here. So and see at which point the two blocks become parallel. So I will just loosen this up, and now I can see it's pretty much parallel throughout. So I will leave this knob at that and take this out. So this part has been set, this side. The other end is more of a freestanding thing. We'll see how to set this later. So right now I'll set this up for a right-handed person. I'm a right-handed person, and hence I will go ahead with that. If you're a lefty, all you need to do is change the way it goes through here, and this is how you cut if you're a left-handed person. But for a right-handed person, this exact thing will need to come from here. So this is reversible. You can already see the scale. You can use the scale to set your cutting width, or like I said, you can also actually use a real piece of leather to set the cutting width. But before that, we need to take out the blades. 5 blades are provided with the strap cutter. As you can see, there are 5 blades in total here. So I will take one of these, and these are all oiled, so the oil helps to protect against rust, and hence it's there. Don't think it's some slimy weird thing. So yeah, so this is the blade. Make sure the blade is pointing towards you while you put it. So there's a slot here, like a tiny slit. You need to put the blade right through there, and of course, silly me, you need to remove the screws. Use your Allen set to remove the screws. These are pretty loose anyway. These screws are what actually hold the blade in place. So once you have taken out the screws, now put the blade with the cutting side towards you, like I've said, not the opposite way around. Pass it through both the pieces. So I've put the blade through the slit, as you can see. Now the size of the blade is actually more than the current width itself. So I will make sure that the blade actually protrudes out the top and not the bottom, because from the bottom you may miss it. It can't be easily seen and you might actually injure yourself. So better to let the blade remain where it can be seen very clearly. And now I will put the screws in back. It might need some more adjustments, so I will not tighten the screws right now. I will tighten them a bit later, but right now I will just make sure that so that the top one is a bit loose, so I can still continue changing the width, the gap between these two blocks if required. So now I will take the leather and the cardboard and I will put them in here and then bring this. So the strap width has been set from the blade till this handle, and now I will have to just adjust the gap, which I will press down, and I've already set this thing. So now these two blocks should be parallel to each other all the way through. Right, so now I will turn the knob, the black knob at the front, to make sure that this arrangement does not move anymore at all, and tighten this really hard so that while you're cutting the strap it doesn't accidentally unscrew or move. So now it's set. I will take this out. Now you can see the gap has been set. It is neither too loose, neither too tight. I will now tighten this upper screw since everything seems to be fine. If required, you can use an Allen set to actually tighten this up a little more, but don't tighten up too much, otherwise you might actually crack the blade. So just to check, yeah, this seems to be correct. Yeah, so this is how you set up your strap cutter. I hope that was clear and helpful. If you have any questions or any doubts, any queries, please feel free to email us or message us on Instagram. We'll get back to you within 24 hours and hopefully we'll see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.